Hello everyone, welcome to TV for Naija. My name is Prince. If you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe to our channel so that whenever we upload videos, you'll get notification. Today, I am going to analyze why kick against another lockdown by Kogi State Governor Alhaji Yahayabello lack sensitivity. Kindly watch the video and listen carefully. I'll come back with the analysis at the end of the video.
I have taken a position and I don't see myself shifting away from that position anytime soon or ever. I said this against the backdrop of the fact that we saw a lot of the gimmicks and antics and merchandising of foreign products that is not marketable in Nigeria at all. And I said this long ago, and some people who are, advising Mr. President continue to, take a wrong trajectory. I will say that. I mean, you can't for crying out loud do cut and paste when it comes to issues like this. Let me just simply summarize it by saying this, and quote me anywhere. If in the winter, in Europe, America, and other places outside the world, we're turning on our heater, both at home, at work, and when we're driving along the road. What do you do in Nigeria? You turn on AC, air conditioner. Why didn't we turn on, or why are we not turning on ACs in our homes, cars, and offices? So that is the challenge that we are facing in the management of this COVID-19. I don't think we should apply same solution across. Here we are in Kogi State. We say we have no COVID-19, and actually, as a matter of fact, we have no COVID-19. After the early, misunderstanding between the state government and the NCDC, we later allowed them to step into Kogi State. After 1 month of intensive testing by their workers and officials, not one single individual was tested positive. NCDC, Ministry of Health, and my state incident management team went round. They went to institutions, marketplaces, motor parks, streets, villages, towns, and cities. And not one single individual was confirmed positive. We have, of course, you know that in Kogi State, we are running a very smooth academic sessions in our tertiary institutions. When students are resuming back to school, we carry out tests. The indigenes or those that are resident within Kogi State and those that are coming from outside the state, we test them, and there has never been one single positive test. Now, we have an NYSC camp in Kogi State. We have received up to 3 or 4 streams of batches of core members. NCDC, NYSC, the military, the Kogi State incident management team jointly carry out this exercise of testing on those core members that resumes camp. Not one single, and every stream comprises of not less than 700 to 750 core members. Not one single one test positive. Our eyes are there. We ensure they don't manipulate the numbers. You see, all this brouhaha coming up about the issue of COVID-19 and vaccine, I don't think we deserve it now. We have an economy that Mr. President inherited, struggling, recession, low income, left, right, center. And Mr. President is doing his best to make sure he pulls it out of the woods. I think we, the followers, or we, the lieutenants, or those of us that are charged with the responsibility of advising Mr. President should do that with utmost fear of God Almighty. That when you lock over 200 million citizens at home for 1 day, you cannot quantify the number of lives that are lost. Livelihoods lost can never be regained, most of them. We don't need these marketing strategies that is happening in the country today. It is most unfortunate. But unfortunately, I mean, they are there. They are doing their job, whatever it is. But honestly, I am not on the same page with them. Look at Kogi State. We did not lock down. Of not locking down, we refused to lock down. Kogi State bordering 10 states. We have seen it practically. Today, Kogi State is safer in terms of healthcare delivery. Imagine what we are losing as a nation. We don't need to participate in this marketing of vaccine or COVID-19. Let our people be free. That is just my simple message to the PTF. Mr. President entrusted you. He had an absolute trust in you, and I think you have the duty to advise Mr. President in line with the current reality we're facing in the country today. So I don't think we should overburden the matter. Okay, if we are going to expend 540 billion in the purchase of vaccine, let me just simply give you this analysis. In Kogi State today, we are building a multi-billion naira hospital that is going to have every equipment you can ever think of in terms of medical and healthcare service delivery, worth just 4.7 billion. Now, let's extrapolate. If we are going to spend 10 billion naira per health institution that will cater for a more deadly disease, not COVID-19 that has 99.9 chances of recovery rate, a more deadly disease that are killing every day, if we expend just 10 billion only, and 10 billion put in Nigerian factor, let me put it that way, and taxes, we are going to have 54 of such. Every state power will have one each. FCT can have up to 2, Lagos can have up to 2, Kano can have up to 2, and some other major cities can have up to 2. No disease we will not be able to cure in this country. From CBN, analysis sometimes back, 3.5 trillion expended so far on COVID and COVID-related matters. We don't need to have gone through that route.
Start with the analysis. Kogi State governor was trying to refer to winter in the west, in which heater is being turned on, and Harmattan or season Harmattan or dry season in Nigeria, in which fan and AC is being turned on. No, coronavirus issue is a health-related issue. It's not a issue that is related to climate nor weather. So they are two different ball games. So coronavirus is a pandemic and it's a health-related issue. So if at all the Kogi governor is trying to look at it from this angle, that okay, most of the country in which coronavirus is killing people, a lot of people massively, is in the west or where there is winter. And because of that, so any precautionary procedure must only be limited and must only be conferred to those country. No, Brazil is a country that share similar climatic and weather condition with Nigeria. Coronavirus is eating them out there. So coronavirus is a pandemic virus that cross across the whole globe. So the issue of kicking against another lockdown shouldn't be the case. Western world are guilty of not being sensitive enough as well towards the issue of COVID-19. Because Chinese people, visitors, they have been coming and walking around the major city of the Western world with their nose masked, walking freely. We that live in the Western world, whenever we saw them, it's a bit strange, but we thought maybe they believe, in China, they have a high level of pollution. We thought, maybe that is what is operating there. They believe it's applicable here. So we never know they are guys protecting themselves against coronavirus. Then, so let's say as at the time when the Chinese people are walking around the major city of the Western world, the Western world government have put in place a quarantine program. Coronavirus devastating effect, which as the whole world is experiencing now, would have been a bit, would not have been to this standard. It will have been a bit, it will have been reduced. Okay, now let's say, okay, Kogi, as at now, Kogi State, they have got no case of coronavirus. Yes, they haven't got no case of coronavirus as at now. But if coronavirus is going to, infection is going to start in Kogi State, it's not going to, coronavirus doesn't need visa or any permission before it will start. So putting in place a precaution measure, which is another lockdown, shouldn't be kicked against. Also, the issue of PTF, buying vaccination. Yeah, it's a precautionary measure. It shouldn't be kicked against as well because it's a precautionary measure. I mean, all the country of the world, they are putting in place a precautionary measure. So putting that in place shouldn't be a problem. How the contract is being awarded, whether the Nigerian taxes or Nigerian factor is being, put in place, that should be handled by Nigerian government. I mean, that should be handled by Nigerian government. Also, the issue of if millions of people were locked down, so they are going to lose their livelihood, and the livelihood loss can never be regained. Yes, livelihood can never be regained, but I want the governor to know that health is wealth. When it is only when people are healthy that they will have energy and power to work. And if they work, they will be able to, to make livelihood, and they will be able to pay tax for the country and for your state as well. So the issue of kicking against lockdown shouldn't be. The thing should be, the lockdown should be brief and snappy. So if the lockdown is brief and snappy, it will be easy for people to to recoup what they lose, what they lost. Any loss, they can easily recoup it if it is brief and snappy. So kicking against lockdown, it shouldn't be the case. Kindly leave your comment below. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed. God bless.